Hello everyone. Hi. I don't know how to start this. My name is Princess. I am the content lead of Minister of Enjoyment. I am also a Chartered Arbitrator by day. And I think I should wait for more people to join. Hello. This. Hi everyone, my name is Princess. I am the content lead of Minister of Enjoyment. Hi Damien. This is my first time. I'm really shy because I do not know how to be in front of my brand personally. By day, I'm a Chartered Arbitrator. I'm also a budding human resource associate. So I'm into human resources. I breathe, live human resources. By night, I do all things Minister of Enjoyment. So basically what Minister of Enjoyment is a food, I don't know, I still struggle with saying I'm a food blogger, but it's basically a food curating platform on Instagram where I share my opinion on restaurants I've been to in the city, and I also share my, what would I call it? I share what I had, what my experience was like concerning service and food, hereby helping people to make the best decision when they choose to dine in the said restaurants. Hi Damien. Thank you very much. What else? So that's what I do with Minister of Enjoyment. I think Minister of Enjoyment was born out of the love for food and restaurants, because to be honest, I spend most of my money and most of my time, not most of my time, basically most of my income every month I spend it on restaurants. So I decided to help people to make the best decision on restaurants when they visit, basically. So I was like, you know what, I spend my money on restaurants, and people always ask me, oh Princess, what restaurant should I go to? So in my mind I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm going to help people pick restaurants through my platform on Instagram. So all the posts I have done on Instagram so far are 100% honest. They are not influenced by anybody or any brand so far. Hi Engine Room, thank you so much for having me. What else? that's basically it with what I do with Minister of Enjoyment. I hope we are able to grow bigger than Nigeria within the next 1 year, because I started last year. It's been a jolly ride. I have enjoyed my past year with Minister of Enjoyment. So when I tell people I am Minister of Enjoyment, they laugh. So actually, it was born out of... Actually, many of my friends always call me Chop Life General, Chop Life. They always give me like weird names when they hype me. So one time, I think one of my friends was hyping me, was like, Minister of Enjoyment. And I was like... And I noticed that people call me Minister of Enjoyment because I like to enjoy myself, actually. So I was like, okay, you know what? I think I'll just like have this name to myself. So that's how I got the name for myself, Minister of Enjoyment. What was Andrew asked the question? She said, what was your aha moment about food blogging on Instagram? I don't know how to answer this, but in all honesty, what was my aha moment? I don't know. I started it was play. It was, let's just see how this goes. To be honest, I haven't figured out exactly the direction I want my brand to go. I'm still, it's leisure to me, so I'm still, playing with it. Hopefully with time, I'll be able to figure out where I want my brand to go. But then I noticed that sometimes, because I'm a food blogger, and then you have to be very honest to help your audience make the best decisions. But at the same time, some restaurants and business owners, they do not, when you share your downsides of a restaurant or your sad experiences, on a restaurant, they do not take it lightly. So sometimes I had to figure out a way to be able to pass up my reservations without being too harsh, in quote. Damien asked, he said, how do you pick a restaurant or a bar that you visit, or do they come over? In all honesty, I pick it at the spirit leads. I can be strolling through Instagram and I would see a restaurant that looks nice, and my mind is telling me, you know what, Princess, go here next, and I will go there next. Basically, it's just as I feel to do so, basically. Secondly, it depends on the type of cuisine I am craving at a particular time. Today I was craving Italian and I went to have Italian. Tomorrow I may be craving Chinese and I'll go have Chinese. Depends on my mood. Also, some brands approach me in the DMs to tell me, come over to our restaurant. We're doing this. And then I probably tell them, okay, you know what, I'll be there next week, I'll be there next month, I'll be there next upper month. I probably give them a date and then I try to visit. It depends on how the flow goes in a particular time or month. Also, let me state that most of my posts are post-dated. Like most of my posts post-date. So if I post a review of a restaurant today, that doesn't mean I went to the restaurant today. I probably had gone to the restaurant a month before. Also, one of the most important things to me is books. I really, really love books. I love books by African authors, Nigerian authors or African authors. In all honesty, I love Chimamanda. She has a place in my heart, a big big place in my heart. And then this lady, Happiness Like Water. I can't remember the author. I really love her writing so much. And what's her name? There's this lady that's in my mind. I can't remember. Under the Idara Trees. I can't remember the lady that wrote that book, but I love her writing so much. I think I went to look at her on Twitter and I was like, I had to start stalking her tweets because I really liked her books. So books for me, actually African books by women, mostly women. I love Nathan John's books. Born on a Tuesday, Becoming Nigerian. They're two books that I really enjoy. So generally books by African. Yeah, Chilo Okarata. Yes, she is amazing. Honestly, that actually was one of the books I really loved last. Was it this year? Oh my goodness, that book is amazing. So I really like African authors. Would I say I'm a reader? I read books. I struggle with inconsistency for books because I can pick up a book. I'm reading this book today, and then the next day I'm reading another book, and then the next day I'm reading another book, and then I'm reading like 3 books at the same time. Crazy. Damien asked, he said, do you go on your own to restaurant reviews? To be honest, most times I go on my own because like sometimes some people do not understand that I need to take pictures and I want to be as comfortable as I can be. So let's go on a bit. Hello there.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry. My electricity just went out. I'm trying to hold on for the generator. Electricity went out and I have been waiting for the generator to come on. I think I can continue in the darkness till the generator comes on. So most times I go on my own. Sometimes I like to go with people so we can have conversations about the food, the service, the menu, etc. So I think it's like 70-30. So 70% of the time I go on my own, 30% I actually go with people. I go with people, friends, family. It depends, to be honest. I hope I was able to answer Damien's question concerning if I go on my own. What next? I was talking about books. So I really like books. It keeps me company sometimes when I go to restaurants. I go with probably a physical book or an ebook that I can, use to keep busy during my what I call a food venture. So that was how I think and also I was an art student back in secondary school, and then I probably read a lot of books. Going to university, we had to do a lot of reading because I studied international law. So basically, reading is my life. These days I read more of articles, maybe Medium, True Medium, and Business Day, political articles on gender. I am very passionate about gender. Articles on gender, finance, politics. Those are articles I read most these days compared to books. Yes. Speaking about gender, if you know, I'm a happy African feminist, and I feel like books contributed to me being top 5 best moments. Okay, so Benjamin asked a question. She said the top 5 best moments in the world of food blogging. Top 5 best moments. I don't know. Number 1, when you get into a place, like, before you go to a restaurant, you have like an idea. You probably have like an idea in your mind of what you think you want the place to be like. And I feel like one of the best moments is when you get there and then it really fulfills your imagination, and you're like, oh, this is good actually. That's about like, you understand. Second moment is if the service is great. Oh man, that's my best moment. I'm going to bring on my own best moment when it comes to food blogging. If the place is great, that's my second best moment. Third best moment is if the menu is properly detailed. So I love when restaurants properly explain their menus, and I think that's a best moment for me. I don't know, I'm so sorry. The generator is not coming up, and I don't know why. Fourth best moment, if the service is great, perfecto. Then lastly, fifth best moment, if the food is amazing, like if the food is worth my money, that is it for me. Those are like the best moments for me. So the electricity is back on, and I'm so excited. So I think I was able to answer your question, engine room. First of all, if the restaurants so I need to ask the question, said, could we know how your outlook on feminism influences your professional life as a HR person? So as a feminist, I am pro-equality through equity, because I do understand that women are at the disadvantage in the society. So we are trying to build a society where women and men can, where women and men can actually have the same opportunities per se. So feminism influences my whole life. It is who I am. I do not drop my jacket of feminism today and then I pick it up tomorrow. But as a feminist and as a HR person, I understand, let's say let's say a woman needs to, let's say a woman is a woman who is an employee of a company that I'm in is fatigued. I know she's a great employee, but she's fatigued. She gets tired easily. She's not putting in her A game. I understand where that is coming from, because I would want to talk to her, and then when she tells me, oh, it's probably family and stuff, I'm able to understand that, yeah, she probably has a partner who feels like she is supposed to put in, you know, when you don't have like a supportive partner and then she's also working, so it's not easy for her to put in her A game. So now I am in a position to understand, and then I'm in a position to advise appropriately. Do you understand? And also, as a feminist, I understand that there's a lot that we need to do as HR professionals when it comes to inclusion, and inclusion when it comes to women. Because I was telling somebody some days ago, as a company, for a company to grow, you need to take care of your staff. You need to take care of your women and your men. So if you want your female staff to put in their A game in the office, you need to make sure that there are, I don't want to say things, but for a lack of a better word, there are things put in place that make it possible for women to be able to climb up the hierarchy, for women to be able to not be seen as let's say second. I feel like I'm rambling a lot. But for women, lost my train of thought. But because I'm a feminist doesn't mean that I am going to give all the women that are in my office a leeway to do as they please. But I do understand that women and men are unequal, and the only way we can come to equality is through equity. That is by giving women and men the same opportunities to thrive. And that is what I try to do as a person, and that's what I try to do as a HR person. So we're going to give women and men the same opportunities to thrive in the company, and that will help in bridging the gap. Do you understand? Hello, Peace Con Inspired just joined, and Stefanato just joined. Hi. So any more questions? I'm open to answering questions. If you didn't know, my name is Princess, and I'm the content lead of Minister of Enjoyment on Instagram. I'm super shy. Also, what did I talk about? Thank you very much, Damien. I'm super shy, and I hope I'm doing a good job, but thank you so much for the push. I really appreciate. Also speaking about feminism, I feel like one of the goals of a feminist like me is to get to a point in a society where feminism becomes redundant, when we do not need to talk about feminism. We're talking about these things because these things do not exist. So one of the goals, or a society I look forward to having, is a society where we probably do not need to scream and talk about equality because these things exist. Thank you. The best Chinese restaurants, in my opinion, in this city. What do you guys think is the best? What do you think is the best Chinese restaurant? Tell me. I want to hear. The best Chinese restaurant, in my opinion, is... The best Chinese restaurant is probably Chopsticks. I really, really, really love their menu. Chopsticks is a Maitama. If you're not going to Chopsticks, please go to oh my goodness, I'm trying to remember the restaurants. I'm trying to remember the restaurants. Hopefully I do. I don't know, it escaped me. Man, I don't know, it has escaped me. But Chopsticks, man, this has escaped me. Chopsticks and Sinoni Chinese restaurant. Those two. So if you're into contemporary Chinese, you want to have good Chinese at a good price, Chopsticks. But if you want very traditional Chinese, Sinoni. Those two cut it for me, in my opinion. So, best Italian restaurants. Do you want to know? Well, if you ask, I'll tell you. Where do you see... Engine Room asked a question. She said, where do you see your expanded blogging experience in the mid to long term? So, in the nearest future, I want to blog about restaurants in other countries in Europe. So, from France to Italy to Greece and to Germany, I want to blog about those restaurants. I want to try out more restaurants in other countries, not just in Nigeria. That's my short-term goal. Also, I hope to move to a website where I'm able to properly document my restaurant. I'm able to properly document my restaurant experiences. So those are a website and blogging about restaurants in other countries. So I think those are my not long-term goals, but those are my short-term goals, because these are things I want to do next year. Next year is next month, so yeah. Italian restaurant Figaro. I went to that restaurant yesterday. I had their ice cream and I wasn't so impressed. For an Italian restaurant, I feel like they were to give me a better quality ice cream. I feel like they were to give me better quality. I can't imagine taking ice cream and I was feeling the ice in my mouth. I wasn't liking it. But there's this Lungi's or something. There's another restaurant in Chartered. It's an Italian restaurant. I can't remember the name right now. I've been there. It's been a long time. That's also a really great Italian restaurant. And La Taverna, I was there today. That restaurant takes it for me. That's like one of the really, really amazing restaurants I've been to. So if you're looking for Italian, DM me. I'll get you the places. Italians are known for gelato, ice cream. Gelato is a type of ice cream. So they're known for gelato, ice cream, pizza, and pasta. So if you go to an Italian restaurant, you should be able to get great pizza, you should be able to get great pasta, and great gelato, also known as ice cream. So I went there yesterday and I wasn't able to get copyright. I went there yesterday and I wasn't able to get proper ice cream. The ice cream was too sad. I could feel the ice. That was the worst. You know when you're taking ice cream and you're feeling like ice block or ice parts in your ice cream. That's how I felt when I was having the Figaro's ice cream, and I didn't enjoy it. I didn't. So another type of cuisine I really like is Indian. I noticed that lots of Nigerians do not take Indian food, and I implore you to please go try Indian food. Indian food is one of the best cuisines ever. So you can go to cilantro, you can go to Wakis, but I prefer cilantro to Wakis anyway. Cilantro, Wakis, and the View. Those ones, amazing Indian restaurants. Also, Aragungo is not. But cilantro, Wakis, and the View. Amazing Indian restaurants. You'd find really great Indian cuisines there. So if you're open to trying Indian food, I implore you to try cilantro, Wakis, and the View. I love Indian food. I like their spices. I like how flavorful their meals are. I just can't explain. I love their naan bread. Naan bread is basically cheese and flatbread. I love their mutton sukkah. It's basically mutton with like Indian spices. I really like their food, but I noticed that Nigerians do not particularly like Indian food. Reasons, probably they do not like Indian spices. I cannot say, but I do love Indian food. So I hope I was able to answer the questions. Why Indian? I like the flavor, very, very flavorful. When you have like a spoon of like Indian food, you can feel like the whole spice hitting you. Left, right, center. I like it. It's really nice. So if you want to try Indian food, local cuisine, I don't know so much. I think another thing I need to do this year is patronize more Nigerian businesses. So I'm using this medium to say, if you are a Nigerian owned food business and you would like to partner with a food blogger, please hit me up in the DMs. I do not know a lot about Nigerian owned food businesses, Nigerian food restaurants, and the rest. I do not. So please, if you're a Nigerian owned food business, please hit me up in the DM. Secondly, for Nigerian food, I love banga soup and pounded yam. It's like one of the best foods in the world. So banga soup and pounded yam. Secondly, hi Yvonne. Secondly, I there's this restaurant for banga soup. It is in City Park, upstairs in like a building upstairs. City Park, like a terrace building. Can't remember the name, but that's banga soup. There's another place for egusi soup and pounded yam in Abuja. It's called Dosh Gardens. Dosh Gardens. They're tea spots. They do amazing egusi soup and pounded yam. So if you try those places, tell me. You know, my spots are always the greatest. So let me know if you tried Dosh Gardens and you really, really like the place. What else? I think that's all for like Nigerian food. I like banga and egusi soup. I think those are like two foods that I really love. Except that there's another place. It's called, I think, Ojuelegba. Yeah, Ojuelegba. They make really nice meals. Iya oyo for amala and ewedu. I think that's the best amala and ewedu in the city. So I've tried different amala and ewedus, and I feel iya oyo is the best. Welcome, white mouse, pink tail. So if you're looking for amala, ewedu, iya oyo, you're looking for egusi and pounded yam, Dosh Gardens. If you're looking for banga soup, City Park. There's another banga soup spot. I think that's like the best. I can't remember. I once told Engine Room about the place. If she's kind, you can ask her. She'll tell you. She'll give you a link to the place, and she'll help with that. I think, what type of cuisine? Jamaican food, if you're about that life. Jack Shack. I have done a review of Jack Shack on my page. You can check it out and you can try them out. Great Jamaican food, if you ask me. What's the type of cuisine? I probably feel like that's almost it for yes. So Engine Room will tell you about the best banga soup spots in the city. So in my opinion, they're the best. And if you follow Minister of Enjoyment, you would realize that I give the best opinions there is on food. Oh, hello, Ugo. Welcome. So Engine Room will tell you the best banga soup. I gave her the information. I can't remember their names, but I know she would help with that. I feel like I have been able to touch on cuisines so far. What other type? I haven't had. Oh yes, I have had great ofada rice in this city, and I had it in Lagos Bistro. So you can try Lagos Bistro for ofada rice and let me know how it goes. I'm your forever plug. Remember to follow me on Minister of Enjoyment to get the latest reviews on food and restaurants. Thank you so much, the book market, for having me. I hope I was able to share my passion for food with everybody, and I was able to talk about my passion for books also, and how books have or has influenced me as a person. Welcome, Issy, Meme. Man, do I ever worry about burning the carbs I get from these delicious meals? To be honest, let me tell you, before I used to be very pro portion control, so I always used to be very particular about the portions I eat. But my dear, it failed me because now I am fat. Now I'm a size 10. So by next month, 2020, I will start working out because I need to start working out to be able to lose these portions, this extra weights that I have gotten, because it seemed like my portion control was not working. So I will actually start working on my weight. Hello, Ola. I'm worrying now about my weight because it seems like my portion control isn't working. I tell people portion control is the key. You can control your portion as you eat. I should be taking my advice. I will by next month. I know 2020 is in 3 weeks time. Don't worry. I got some luck, But actually, everybody should understand that people's bodies are different. I think my body has been able to... I take a lot of junk, but I still do not add weight as easily as some people who take very little junk and then they add so much weight. But I feel like people should first of all understand their bodies. If you understand your body, you'll be able to probably plan your portions when you're eating some certain meals, and you'll be able to know the portions. Excuse me. You will be able to figure out the portions you will take or you will not take. Do you understand? So first of all, understand your body, and you can probably have a workout regimen, or you monitor your portions. Hello, Chinwe Miriam. Hi. So probably by next year, maybe if I hack this whole how to lose weight, how to maintain your weight after eating out a lot by next year, and I release my book, would you guys join? You guys should join, please. So yeah, sure. I will be releasing that hack. Hopefully, I take my own advice, because I think, like I said, I noticed I have been adding some extra pounds weight. I have been adding in the past few weeks. So I need to take my advice and take my portion control seriously. Thank you so much, Book Market, for having me. Of course, Engine Room. Thank you so much, Book Market, for having me. I really appreciate. This is a great experience for me. Hopefully, I didn't come off as extremely as shy as I am right now. Thank you for bringing me out of my shell. I really appreciate the book market and all that you do to help us get books, original books, as soon as possible. I really appreciate. Are there any more questions for me? Okay, in the wake of no more questions, I really appreciate everybody that stopped by our Instagram live. It was a great experience, and I hope I didn't bore you too much, and I was able to answer all the questions and have an amazing conversation with everyone this night. Do we expect more live sessions with you? I don't know, I'm so shy. This is